Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video I have a news video for you guys, and you may be sitting here looking at the screen and wondering how this is kind of related to crypto and things like that. And yes, this is about LimeWire, and LimeWire is making a return, but in a whole different way to what we're used to. Now, if you're like me, I'm about 25 years old, and back when I was younger, LimeWire was a popular app that you would use to go and get and download free music. And sometimes, obviously, there would be viruses and things like that. But LimeWire was a big thing back when I was a kid, at least for my sake, or even like in my teens, roughly, like when I first started into my teens, before it got dismantled because obviously giving away free music, eventually there was going to be copyright issues with artists and things like that. So they've kind of went hiding in a way for a while since then. There hasn't really been much talk about LimeWire because everyone thought they were dead and, they were dead in the water, they were gone. But now apparently they're going to be making a return in like the crypto industry and NFT industry. And you're probably thinking, oh man, oh no, this cannot be good. But like I said, I'm just here to bring the news. I'm not for or against it. I just found it very interesting that an old music app that we used to use to get free music is coming back in the crypto aspect and with NFTs and things. But I'm going to be explaining that in today's video. So as you see here, if you come over to limewire.com, their original website, you get redirected to limewire.com/waitlist. This waitlist is for their digital collectibles and their tokens and things like that. As you see right on the homepage, it says Limewire is back to bring digital collectibles to everybody. Join the official waitlist to stay updated about Limewire and get early access to the marketplace at launch. Join waitlist, or there's an option that says I'm a creator. So this may open up things for like musical creators or even content creators. There really hasn't been like too much information about it like from LimeWire themselves. It's just kind of a wait list, and we see like a little bit of information as we scroll down the website here, as I'll show you. But it's definitely going to be an interesting thing for like the music or content creation industry, because we've kind of seen this thing before. Not like with LimeWire, but other projects where they want to incorporate artists with NFTs, tokens, and things like that. And it really didn't take off or really didn't work out too well. But with the popularity of LimeWire and them knowing like what they're kind of doing, and them already having like a footprint in the music industry, I guess you could say, from previous time, it could be like a well-worked thing that could work out in the end. Now, I'm not huge into like the NFTs and when companies come and involve themselves with tokens and NFTs and things like that. But if it's done properly and it's done right and actually supports creators and things like that, then I don't see anything wrong with it in that aspect, as long as it's done properly and actual like money or tokens and things are actually made for the content creators or the musicians themselves. But if we scroll down on the website, they do have community access. So they do have a Telegram, a Discord, and obviously they're on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So you'll be able to keep up to date with them in that aspect if you're interested in this, if you haven't heard about it yet, because it's not too widely talked about. Because like I said, being NFTs and tokens and things like that, it's not too greatly accepted in the industry as of yet, like across the world and things like that. A lot of people are against when companies come out and do things like this. It's kind of just like gaming and NFTs as well. A lot of people are against when gaming companies deciding to incorporate NFTs. Meanwhile, people have no problem with loot boxes and things like that. I believe it's just going to be another form of like, I guess you could say microtransactions when it comes to like the gaming industry, when eventually we're going to incorporate NFTs into gaming and things like that, as much as people don't like it. It's just like with loot boxes and other things, but that's getting to a whole nother topic. But if it is something you're curious about with this LimeWire, you can scroll down here and there's a join waitlist. So you can enter in your email address and then they'll notify you once they are officially launched. Now they do have some partners, as you see, it's like a scene on Reuters, I believe that's TNW, Rolling Stone, CNBC, Bloomberg. So it's already kind of been out there in the media, just not too much. So a lot of people may not know about this. And as you see, they actually list their management team, which you do not see a lot with like crypto projects, NFT projects. Obviously, a lot of people stay anonymous in that aspect. Or if they do list something, it just ends up being like some fake persona or things like that. But they seem like actual developers and they actually have legitimate backgrounds And even though they are like X this, X that, and they used to be here and they used to be there, they're bringing experience to the management team. So it seems like they have a good handful of people here. I'm not going to deep dive like much into it because, like I said, I'm just kind of bringing the news because I found this interesting. Being LimeWire was like a free music software back in the day, and it's just interesting to see them come back in this aspect. But if it is something you want me to do, like deep dive more into this, just let me know. But like I said, I just like bringing the news. But if we scroll down a bit more, they have partners and advisory boards, so they do have partners for this. Obviously, some people might not know these guys and things like that. I don't know most of these. But like I said, it's just more of like the interest, and you're kind of like, this might be an interesting thing because they already have like app development, a backbone in the music industry and content creation industry. So it could be a well thought out thing. So now if we keep scrolling down a little bit more here, we're going to see LMWR, which is, I assume, stands for LimeWire Token. And it's at the heart of the LimeWire ecosystem. So it seems like LimeWire Token is going to run the whole ecosystem, and they're going to have a whole marketplace, of course. So obviously, like, the value of like this content creation, these NFTs and things like that is going to depend on the LMWR token itself. And as you see, they do have a timeline as well to the right hand side here. So the establishment of Core Team, which was Q3 of 2021, they have a partnership with a major blockchain. Unfortunately, it doesn't say, I wish it did, of Q4 2021. Token offerings to strategic partners. So it seems like partners, like the strategic partners, got first offerings of the token, which is not always a good sign. But again, they have to have some initiative to actually work on the project. The launch of the public waitlist, which has press coverage, which was back in March of 2022. So people have been able to sign up since March. And it looks like they've kind of slowed down since April, because obviously we're into, June right now. And it seems like it's kind of halted, which is the private token sale, which was invite only. So maybe they just haven't got enough people yet, or there wasn't enough interest, or something has gone wrong. So they've kind of just halted it since April. And then May was supposed to be the official launch campaign kickoff, and it still hasn't happened yet, and we're into June. So obviously they're still building up, or maybe something happened on the back end of things. I've been kind of waiting and sitting here to make this news article because of this reason. It's kind of just been halted, and I didn't want to make it if things weren't going to go through. But either way, like I said, I'm just bringing the news. They still have this page up, and you're still able to sign up. So my assumption, like I said, I'm totally assuming here, is just they don't have enough people, and they don't feel comfortable getting started with the actual community itself, which is understandable. You don't want to start if you only have a few hundred people or a few thousand people. You want to have enough content creators. You want to have enough of an actual community that support the token and the project itself. And then in Q4 of 2022, they're going to have the actual public token sale. So the LMWR token was actually going to be available to the public. And then in Q4, they're going to do the official launch into the film industry. So it seems like they have a lot of potential and a lot of ideas, because it's, like I said, it's content creation, music, and what we remember LimeWire for. But they could totally be changing that image. Maybe they're not going with the music route. Maybe they're going with like video content, film industry, so like movies and such. You know, there could be a lot of endless possibilities with this. And either it be good or bad, I just found it pretty interesting. And it could kind of like make a step forward for tokens and NFTs and things like that into the movie and music and content creation industry if it's done properly. So if we see the LimeWire token, the symbol is LMWR as we've seen. The supply is 1 billion. Private sales invite only, unfortunately, but the public sales Q4 of 2022. So who knows, a lot of this could have kicked off already. They just haven't updated their website. Like I said, they have social media, so you could jump in and try to get an update and see what's going on if you are interested. And even if you are a content creator, like I said up top here, I'm a creator, and then you might be able to get into the early access for creators, depending if it's like music, or if it's movies, or if it's film, or if it's just like even YouTubers like myself. I don't know. But if we scroll down a bit more, they do have an FAQ section, so frequently asked questions. So what is LimeWire? LimeWire is relaunching as a digital collectibles marketplace for art and entertainment, initially focused on music. Using LimeWire, you'll be able to create, buy, and trade NFT collectibles with ease. And who knows if that might be linked to something as well, if it could be linked to like certain artists, or if certain artists are releasing things on the LimeWire Marketplace. I'd love to see it somehow incorporated with musicians and music, and obviously artists themselves, and hopefully not just select people can get in, hopefully everyday artists can get in as well, because obviously the NFT marketplace has been abused by people that actually aren't doing art themselves, and it's all just computer generated crap. So it'd be interesting to see actual artists and actual musicians getting into this. And then how can I join the waitlist? You can join the waitlist by entering your email address in the waitlist section above, obviously. Once that's done, you'll be first to get exclusive announcements and early access to the marketplace at launch. So there's even a little bit of incentive to join the waitlist if this is something you're interested in. Why should I sign up for the waitlist? Apart from early access to the platform, you'll have a shot at receiving one of 10,000 exclusive airdrop NFTs released by LimeWire at the time of launch. Plus, we'll keep you posted on the public LMWR Token sale. So they're kind of giving you a little bit of an incentive to sign up on their waitlist. And like I said, maybe they just didn't have enough people signed up yet. So that's why things have kind of halted. But their private sale being invite only as we scroll up here, maybe it's just kind of holding off until later months. But we're into June, so you figure we would have been in and around this area already. The official campaign and such could have kicked off like already, in my opinion. But anyways, how can I improve my waitlist rank? So there's obviously a ranking system, it seems, once you do get put on the waitlist. Once signed up, you receive a referral link to share with your friends. Whenever someone uses your link to join the waitlist, your rank will improve. If you're among the 10,000 best ranked inviters, you'll be a part of our exclusive airdrop. So it seems like it's you have to kind of work for like the NFTs and airdrops and things like that when it comes to this waitlist. You have to refer people kind of like a normal NFT project, but this is backed up by a legitimate company, so you kind of know you most likely won't get scammed. I'm not going to say you won't get scammed because you just never know, because they've kind of went silent with this. But if you go on their social medias, they've kind of been talking about it. They kind of have a few artists already like exclusively set up for this, like musicians and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm not like paid to promote this in any means or anything like that. I'm just kind of bringing this as simple news because I found it interesting. And then how many people can I refer? There's no limit to how many people you can refer. The more you can refer, the better your chances are to be among the top 10,000 inviters. In the waitlist section above, you'll see how many people you referred. So once you put your email in and get things rolling, you'll have like obviously some kind of calculation, and you'll see how many people you refer and like where your rank is and such. And if it is still early on, they don't have a lot of people, you might be able to get a high rank fairly easy. And then how can I join the LimeWire community? To engage with our team and get announcements and updates in real time, you can join our community on Telegram, Discord, or via our social media channels such as Twitter. So it seems like the actual like team is active on their Telegram and Discord and such. So I assume it would be certain people from their management team here, or maybe like developers or things like that. So it seems like it could be a legitimate thing, just having like the LimeWire legitimate background. I don't see them like screwing people over, but again, you never know because companies have went out of their ways and done some shady stuff. Not saying LimeWire has, but other companies in the past. So you just never know with this whole NFT and crypto and stuff like that and these tokens. But I just found it very interesting that LimeWire comes out of nowhere after so many years being a music app, and they decided to go ahead and start like with the tokens and NFTs, because a lot of like dead companies or a lot of companies that are trying to save themselves are switching over to the crypto industry thinking that it may work, but at the end of the day, a lot of people aren't accepting of it. But like I always say, things should obviously have a chance and people should try, just like with the gaming industry and NFTs. If it's done right, I don't see an issue with it. If it's not forced upon, there shouldn't be an issue with it. But again, it's all just kind of personal opinion. I just wanted to bring this attention to light. There's obviously a little more information you can look in. You can look into join the waitlist, the creators as well. You can join their Telegram or Discord. I've looked at their Twitter and it seems a little active, nothing like everyday updates or anything like that. So maybe you get some more answers between the Discord or Telegram. But that's just me, and like I said, this is just my opinion. I just wanted to bring this as an attention because I've been keeping my eye on it, but nothing has really moved on it. But it hasn't really disappeared either. So it could just be something they're really working on and making sure it's correct and they have all the right pieces in the right spot. But again, I'm just bringing the news, so hopefully this brought some interesting information to you. And if you liked LimeWire like I did in the past and maybe a shock to you, I just found it very interesting and cool. But that's pretty well all I got for you guys today with this news video. If you did enjoy and you like my news type videos like this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it lets me know that you guys are enjoying it. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and this is Krebsy Crypto signing out.